Hi, friends. First of all, I want to say thank you so much for your patience in waiting for the growth marketing strategy Notion template. We discussed this originally at the beginning of January on my Twitter, and at the same time, I was also planning my go-to-market launch for my HubSpot specialist revenue operations consultancy, RevOps Automated. Now, we have successfully launched RevOps Automated, but it took a little bit longer than I expected, which meant that this Notion template deadline got pushed back just a little bit. But we're here now, and I want to thank you for your patience and sticking with me. And over this video, I'm going to be showing you exactly what is in that Notion template. So before I show you the Notion template, I want to just explain to you a little bit about my process of using it. So typically, I use this Notion template with founders who are at the beginning of the growth stage of their product. They're looking at ways of increasing awareness, increasing customer acquisition, activating their customers so that they can drive more revenue and then more retention to reduce churn, and then eventually turn those customers into evangelists. When I've worked with founders of organizations using this Notion template, I have sold that service for anywhere between $3,000 to $15,000. So this template is worth a ton of money once it's filled out. Now, I'm not going to pretend that giving you this template is going to make your marketing amazing. You know, it's a tool. It will help you get there if you fill it out properly. So if you're a founder who is looking for help in utilizing this template, but can't necessarily afford that sort of budget of $3,000 to $15,000 to do it with me, I am creating a series of videos to walk you through how to fill it out. So you can go step by step, understanding every single part of the Notion template so that you can get the best results for your business. That will be available to you to purchase after you have watched this video. If, on the other hand, you are an experienced marketer working within an organization, I truly believe that you will be able to take this template, put all your ideas in it, and make it an amazing success. If you've got a background in growth marketing, you will recognize a lot of the terminology and all the things in the template, so it shouldn't be an issue to fill this out by yourself. However, I am on hand if you need any coaching or consulting, and I will put a link to my consultancy page in the next landing page. And finally, if you're an agency or a freelancer or a consultant yourself, and you want to learn how to not only fill out this template, but learn how to resell it as a service, I would highly recommend investing in my agency version training, where I will be teaching you not necessarily how to fill it out, because that's in the founders training, but how to package this as a service to resell it for anywhere between $3,000 to $15,000. So now let's take a look at the template itself. Remember, this is going to be the only video that you get free with your free Notion template. To use the free growth marketing strategy Notion template, you do need a personal free account with Notion. So make sure you get that first, and then you can duplicate my template into your Notion dashboard. You'll be greeted here with the option to add your own company name. And I'm just going to whiz through really quickly what's on here. Of course, if you'd like more information on how to use this, then you can look at some of my training packages. So here I'm going to go through the dashboard. You can see that the dashboard is split into four key components, and I'm going to run through those quickly. So the first component is the business growth metrics. There's a section for you to work through your North Star metrics and your objectives and key results. I'm going to whiz through those quickly in a second. Then there's the customer journey mapping part of the strategy. So you can understand how your customers flow through all your digital touch points across all of your campaigns. Then we have the 6-month growth strategy. And this is split into analysis and the actual strategy. So you've got something to do the strategy analysis, and then a part to do the actual tactics you want to put in place. So I have left examples up here of things that I have done for previous clients, which hopefully should help you. There's a ton of value in those, and these are all tactics that have really worked for my clients. I have removed all personal information from my clients. So should be all good for you to use. So this is split up into awareness, acquisition, activation, revenue, retention, and referral. And then there are some other templates that are kind of on the side here for you to kind of like work through, just some bonus materials really. So let's go first of all to the business growth metrics. Now, again, really quick whiz through here because you are going to be able to access this and play with it yourself. So the North Star metrics, this is the key metric that's going to be guiding your growth. It's really important to try and fixate on one, maybe two, and you can add them on here so that all your businesses are aligned under that one North Star metric, and every objective and key metrics will be focused towards this North Star. There's parts on how to segment audiences, build personas. For this particular example, it was a physiotherapist and specialist rehabilitation practices and departments that this client was after. Moving on to objectives and key results. There's some information about how to do this and some examples of objectives, and then an objective tracker. Now, this is a database that I've built that relates to some of the other pages. So you can see here the expected months and then the actual months. And this is so you can do what we call a waterfall methodology in terms of sort of like tracking your growth. Also key results for each objective and the metric you're using to track, the stage, and your expectations. Again, this is a good example. It's important that you do fill out all of these correctly so that it will link to the other parts of your database. And I've added a go back button so it's easy to navigate back. Then there's the customer journey mapping. Quick whiz through that. You can add your Miro board in here. So if you look at this specific example client Miro board, you can see here everything that I plotted in there. And then looking at analytics for attribution. So this is all about, you know, writing down your current technology stack. Like, it's really important that you have that all written down, and then there's sort of a way of auditing that, and these are sorts of things that I've done. And yeah, recommendations. So if you are planning on reselling this, this is a great place to do that. Yeah, and there's lots of information, tons of information about setting things up. Marketing campaign attribution. So talking through your UTMs, there's lots of information again on the unique tracking links there, and loads of links for you to explore that. Marketing campaign attribution. Yeah, we've done that already. And then the actual growth marketing strategy. So once you've done all that groundwork, then you come on to analyzing all the different areas of your growth strategy. So I'm not going to go through all of these. I'm just going to show you the awareness one, and then you yourself can run through all the different ones once you've accessed the template. So before understanding what to implement, you need to understand where you currently are. You can see these key results that have been pulled from the other key results and objectives page. There's some education on exactly what awareness channels are, and then you can start listing your awareness channels in here and completing all of these so you can analyze the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats of your awareness channels. I have given you a way in which to score the quality of your channels, and basically how to assess that. And then here's the opportunities for you to fill out your SWOT analysis of your current channels. And once you understand that, you can then create action points, which you can connect to different parts of the Notion template. So once you've effectively analyzed a stage in the customer journey, you can then go about setting a strategy. And in this case, we came up with a partnership channel strategy. And in this case, we came up with a partnership channel strategy for awareness. And this is an example customer who was selling a health tech product. And you can see the ideal partners are then listed out there. Of course, you'd want to do it specifically for your business. And then there's some tips. In this particular case, we chose a partnership channel strategy and talked about the partnership offering. This is something that you might like to do yourself. For this particular use case, it was focused on a health tech company who wanted to sell a product specifically to physiotherapy departments. And we went through all the different possibilities there. And this is the sort of thing we came up with. So you can use this to kind of like document your strategy. And there's different ways in which you can work with partners. And then after that, some action points. And I have included a database of prospective channel partners, which you can access. And then also, managing those channel partners better. Highly recommend HubSpot. It's a great tool, easy place to kind of track everything, and you can start for free. So that's generally how all of these work. Awareness acquisition, you can see that I've added a ton of tactics that you could use. Of course, these were for clients that aren't you, so they might not be perfect for you, but it just shows you the way in which we document them. Also, there is a quick access here, so you can access the idea board if you have ideas that you want to focus on. A place to log all of your different marketing channels. A place for your partner database. Here's me, so I could be your prospective partner. And yeah, you can see how that links to different things within the database as well. And last edited by, of course, you're going to want to put your own names in there. You can collect them here if you prefer, or of course, HubSpot is another option for you. And a place for your marketing key assets. So if you have specific things that you want to log and keep in one place, this is a great place to do that. So I know that was like a really quick whiz through of this template, but I hope that I gave you some insight into what to expect when you download it. I'm really looking forward to seeing what you guys think about all the different tactics that are available to you completely free of charge within this free Notion template. Of course, I would highly recommend that you make your own as well, very specific to your business. If you would like to learn more about how to make the most out of this template, please do get in contact with me or click the links to purchase the training courses that are specifically made for either founders or agencies who want to resell this Notion template.